Alright guys, we're back with another video today. We're going to do another day in the life, give you guys a bit of an update. I think it's been about 6 months since I did my last one. Got a lot going on today. Monday's my off day from work. Normally do work Tuesday to Saturday. We did have a card show on yesterday, the first edition of the Collector's Choice Trading Card Show. So I have a lot to do in regards to errands that I would normally do on a Sunday, catching up on that sort of stuff, also editing some of the vlog that I did yesterday. Yeah, I think it would be a great way to see what is happening in my life at the moment. So hope you guys do enjoy the vlog. Smash the like button, comment down below, and hit the subscribe button before we do get further on into the video. So we just finished up a light gym session. Last week I actually hurt my lower back for the very first time. I've been in the gym training for at least 10 years. Never, touch wood, knock on wood to our American friends out there, been injured through my lower back, but did a deadlift last week and just pulled up really sore. So first session back in about a week. Gonna go get a massage later on to loosen myself up. Standing around at the show and sitting down did not do my lower back any wonders. I just felt like a really old man. I'm nearing 30 and my body just seems to be pulling up on all these niggles. So for those in Melbourne and potentially Australia out there, you might have heard of the coffee drink called the Magic. And now I do love having a coffee every day. I've been recommended to try the Magic a fair few times, so I've gotten it for the very first time. What a Magic is a double shot of espresso plus a little bit of milk. So yeah, first taste test, we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it tastes nice. I could get around that. I'm not the biggest fan of a double shot just because my caffeine tolerance will just go through the roof. But that's not bad. I can see why people like it. You don't want to deal with a crappy stomach with the milk. The Magic is not bad. I'll give it a 9 out of 10. A 9 out of 10. We're back home after that massage, feeling much better. For those that remember my earlier day in the life video, I did say that I was trying to lose weight. Currently so far, 8 months in, I'm 10 kilos down. Don't know how much more I want to kind of go. I'm heading into America later in the year. So in my head, I'm kind of like, all right, I want to lose weight because when I go to America, I don't want to have any thoughts or I don't want to like be turning down any food. I want to eat everything that I can see. So I'm kind of like having that in my own head at the moment. But if you're in Australia, I mean, maybe not even Australia. I mean, I'm sure it's all over the world. But if you do track your calories like me, now, one of my favorite meals, especially on a budget, is a meat manouche or a meat pizza, meat Lebanese pizza. Now these are really nice, and if you actually open it up, like as you can see here, it's got the Lebanese flatbread. As I pull that down, it's got some meat inside it. It's really nice. Now MyFitnessPal, because I do track everything, it's got it listed from Oasis, which isn't the bakery I go to, but I'm sure it's a very similar sort of pizza, and it's got it listed at 320 calories. Now, I'm not sure if that's 100% correct. I've still been eating these, I'll have 1 or 2 a week or whatever, and I still eat them when I'm short on time. And it says they're 320 calories, and I'm still losing weight, but I always think like, it almost feels too good to be true. But if anyone out there that has experience even making these, or they know the macros behind it, I mean, it doesn't have the greatest macros. It's a lot more carbs than protein anyways. Please let me know if you think that's right or if it's approximately right. But yeah, we're going to tuck into some lunch now. First meal of the day. We also did get a mail day from my man Ned from Stanbrook Cards. I'm not sure if he's combined both of these cards that I've purchased into the one package because I did get 2 cards from him. No, it's just the one by itself. Nothing crazy here. Devin Vassell, Spectra RPA. He had a lot of hype on him a couple seasons ago. I think obviously Wemby there, people have kind of forgotten about him, but had a really good second or third year. I can't even remember anymore. And yeah, I just thought Spectre RPA, 3-color patch, not a bad card at the price that it's gone for. I'm not going to be holding a lot of Devin Vassell, but like I wanted to have like a card of him to see, yeah, long term what happens to his trajectory. I do get also a lot of people that ask about future whatnot shows. So at the moment, I haven't run one in about a couple weeks. Maybe I'll kind of prolong it another week. I do find it very fatiguing at the moment. Like I said, I'm doing 5 days a week of work with the card shows on. It does feel like it's a 6th day of work. If you add whatnot, it actually feels like an extra day of work as well on top of all the YouTube content that I do. So I am trying to run it on weeks where I'm not doing any card show related stuff. Leading into the NFL season, I'll probably run some more NFL shows. I'll sprinkle in an NBA show as well. But yeah, there's no real structure to it at the moment. I'm trying to still keep it fortnightly. It was still hard having the 2 card shows in a row. So yeah, leading into the NFL season and the NBA season, I will, try to make them fortnightly, if not weekly. I did run 3 weeks in a row of NFL shows, which was good. But yeah, the card shows have sort of limited that. So it's also just a few weeks before the NFL season. We're due to send in another consignment. So we'll run through some of the cards I am sending in, disregard the prices. I'll obviously have to put them into new team bags, but a lot of NFL stuff here. I think it's just a great time to be sending in NFL. Hype is probably at its highest point. Week 1, you don't know what's going to happen. You have Justin Fields, Origins on-card order. A lot of Aiden Hutchinson here. Do like Aiden Hutchinson, but again, in terms of timing and stuff, I think it's just a really good time to be sending in your NFL cards. I think I've got like 5 Aiden Hutchinson autos here. Nothing that's sold at all at the last 2 card shows I was at. I was actually just saying, I might have even mentioned it in the vlog itself, but at my NFL show, we have a 1-of-1 black box Lowry market. Interested to see how this one will go. At the last 2 card shows that I did have, I only sold 2 cards from my showcase that were NFL, and they were at the in the last hour as well of the show itself. So I almost went, two shows without selling an NFL card from the showcase, and I'd say my showcase was probably about 20% NFL. So it's not like I didn't have nothing, but I still had a fair bit there. Josh Jacobs out of 4. We have a Cam Johnson now on the Denver Nuggets, Spectre RPA, Kirk Cousins Contenders Auto. So Youngwei Koo select auto, Chuba Hubbard, Black RPA, Jaden Reed, and then the Sean Taylor. So we'll send all these cards into DC Sports. It'll be another episode of the DC Sports $87, and we'll see how we do go. We do have the legend bully.cards on Instagram trading for 3 of the 4-row Matt's card cases. I'll show you guys in a future mail day what I am getting. But yes, it goes without saying, if you guys are after one of your own Matt's card cases, go check them out on my website at mattscardcase.com down below. I am taking on trades. I have been reluctant in the past to take on trades, but I do want to get my brand and my product out there. So if you do want to do some trades for your own case, do hit me up on Instagram. I am quite picky in terms of the cards that I do take, preferably a smaller lot, stuff that's easy to move. But yeah, I am looking to take on trades as well, like I've done with bully.cards. Second meal of the day, I haven't strayed from this. You would have seen in my earlier day in the life video that I did this year, but I pretty much have this meal every day. A bunch of yogurt, a bunch of honey, and a bunch of frozen berries. Today's choice of berry is raspberries, but we're going to smash this down before we do some more editing. So I am doing a mail day today. I don't think I've actually shown anyone the recording setup at the moment. So we have a ring light with the tripod for the face camera. I've got this really nice, I think it's called a key light from what I remember, but this one is very handy. It's quite portable as well. I do have a little small hobby in plants, not like that crazy, but I do have a few plants at home. This one's kind of dying, but I've kind of revived it just because I was actually watering it way too much. I was like watering it almost every week, but then I worked out I actually only needed to water it once a month. And then this one's kicking on along very strongly. We got a bunch of cards. It's quite messy at the moment. Like honestly, I should have done a better job in keeping this clean, but it's still much better than where I had back when I was living with my parents. Everything was everywhere over there. And then, yes, we do have the fragrance collection, which is another hobby of mine. Probably about halfway through editing the vlog, I've worked out a way to be really efficient with it when it comes to editing. So you know, obviously when you're recording the entire day itself, there's a lot to go through, but I'll kind of upload it all onto CapCut, which is the editing software I use, and then just look for the spikes in audio where the audio is quite high for a long period of time, because it obviously means that I'm talking. Then you can kind of skip the gaps, because if you have a 5-hour show and you have 5 hours of content, you're not going to be watching 5 hours from end to end. So that is the way I kind of go about it. And then I've outsourced, I've done it now for like the last 12 months, but I've outsourced my thumbnails to a guy off Fiverr. It's really good. I mean, he does cost me about $15 to $20 per thumbnail. And say in terms of financials on a YouTube video, I'd say probably average at around $10 to $15. So I do lose money on a lot of videos. There are some videos where I can get $100 plus, depending on the view count, but it saves me a bit of a headache. And I'm just hoping if the channel does grow, that the amount of money that I do make from the videos that I do put out to eventually exceed what I'm paying for the thumbnails. But yeah, I just got this little screen grab and I've said, can you make this thumbnail natural, remove this bloke on the right, apologize to this guy, but make this natural, give us a bit of an outline, and then put like deals on the top here. So I'll show you guys obviously in the corner what he's ended up doing. All right, final meal of the day. We have steak. Out of all the meals that I cook during the week, Jazz says that my steak's probably her favorite meal. So we've got a nice, beautiful steak. I'm gonna do some roasted vegetables here. Got some pumpkin from last week, sweet potato, and some carrot. We'll drizzle some honey over the top. This is what we're working with, and we're gonna get the steak to come up to room temperature. It is time to cut that steak. I can't tell, it's a thinner steak actually. I've got a meat thermometer, but I get a bit lazy in terms of using it. Let's see how we do go here and see if we've gotten what Jazz wants. I'm happy with medium rare. I'm happy with rare, to be honest. All right, so do cut the fat off. Not a massive fan of the fat. I reckon I've butchered this, like literally. Yeah, that is medium. It's medium well. That is not my standard. I've choked it on YouTube, and that is our dinner for today. It's not the most appealing bowl, but yeah, I've overcooked the steak. We've got our veggies on there as well, but we're gonna call it for today, put on some TV and chill out for the rest of the day, and I can hopefully finish the rest of this video editing. Taste test, Jazz. Good. Very good. All right, that wraps up for today's video. We're gonna tuck in and watch some trash TV. I think Jazz is watching Geordie Shore at the moment, so we'll watch some Geordie Shore. If you guys enjoyed that little perspective, I'll try and do these every 6 months maybe, just so that you can get a little update in what's going on in my life. Hit the like button down below, comment down below, and also hit the subscribe button if you guys haven't subscribed already. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next video. Take care.